Hi everybody! Today we're going to do the parts of a butterfly. Have you ever seen a butterfly or a moth and wondered how do you tell the difference? There are a lot of things that are the same about moths and butterflies, like they are both insects, they both have wings, they both have a lot of the same parts, right? But what are some of the differences? Do you know any of the differences? Well, one of the big ones, is that butterflies are awake during the day and moths are awake during the night. That's one of the big differences. Also, butterflies are usually a lot brighter colors. The moths are usually a lot duller in their coloring of their wings. Another difference is that you can tell the difference. If they land, then the butterfly's wings are up and down. When a moth lands, the wings are at its side. So that's one of the ways you can tell. So look at this picture. I'm going to put up a picture. The insect on the top is a butterfly. You can see some of the differences. You might be able to notice that the antenna, which we'll talk about in a minute, the antennae are rounded on the ends. Now look at the moth right below it. Look at the antenna. Can you tell the difference? The moth's antennae are feathered. So that's one of the other big differences. Also, the butterfly's body is a lot thinner and the moth's body is thicker. So those are some of the ways you can tell the difference between a moth and a butterfly. So let's focus in on the parts of a butterfly. So here we have our lesson. The parts of the butterfly are 3-part cards. So first of all, we have the butterfly. The next part are the wings. You learned this morning that butterflies have 2 pairs of wings. So how many wings does it have altogether? 4. So this is kind of like half of the butterfly, right? The butterfly from its side view. So here we see the forewing. The top wing, when you're looking at the butterfly from the side, is the forewing. The hind wing here is the wing that is on the bottom. Butterflies with long and narrow wings can fly very fast, and those with larger wings are able to float and glide in the air. Butterflies' wings are really important, right? They have different purposes too, so I'm going to put up a picture of a few examples of some of the interesting things about butterflies' wings. So here's a picture of the Indian leaf-wing butterfly. What do you think this one looks like? It looks like a leaf. The wings allow it to camouflage and to blend in with its environment. It looks like a leaf. Why do you think that's helpful? That's right, because there are predators that want to eat the butterfly. And if they can't see it, then they can't catch it. Now look at this picture. This is a picture of a Madagascan sunset moth. Look at the bright colors. Now this is a moth, right? Typically they're dull, but this one is special. It's colored very brightly. I wonder why. Maybe because it tells its predators that it's poisonous. It's a warning for the predators. Stay away. Did you know that moths and butterflies' wings are made out of the same material that our hair and nails are made out of? Isn't that interesting? And covering the wings are thousands of tiny scales. Here's a picture. Close-up view. And these scales protect the butterfly, keep it warm. The next part of a butterfly are the wing veins. So these help, even though you can't really see them, they're really important. They run throughout the entire wings. And if it gets broken, then the butterfly won't be able to survive. So that's why we have to be really careful not to touch a butterfly's wings or a moth's wings. Because if you do, you might notice some powdery looking substance that it leaves behind on your finger. And those are the scales. Those are really important. They allow the butterfly to be able to fly and to be able to live. So it's best just to look at these beautiful insects. Of course, we have the head that contains, the parts the butterfly uses to feed and other really important parts that we'll talk more about. The antenna. The antenna they help the butterfly to respond to the environment. So they help the butterfly to taste and smell, so they can detect odors and tastes. It also helps them to know which direction the wind is going, so know where to fly. And helps them to stay balanced. So the antennae are very important. And we talked a little bit about how moths have feathery antennae, but butterflies have kind of a rounded end. Compound eye. Butterflies have really special eyes. Their eyes have thousands of lenses. Proboscis. This is the part of the butterfly that they use to drink nectar. The proboscis stays curled up when they're not using it. And when they get to a flower with nectar, they stretch it out and use it like a straw. Proboscis. So we know from when we studied insects that insects have 3 main body parts, right? The head, the thorax, which is this part, and then the last part is the abdomen. So this is the thorax. The thorax has strong muscles that help help the butterfly to use their wings to help them to fly. And the abdomen. Now these are called spiracles, and these are what help the butterfly breathe. So a butterfly doesn't have lungs like we do, right? But all living things need oxygen. So the oxygen goes in through these pores of the butterfly called spiracles. It also helps them to expel carbon dioxide, just like we do. We breathe in oxygen, and we expel or breathe out carbon dioxide. And then, of course, the legs. How many legs does a butterfly have? We know that all insects have 6 legs. So a butterfly has 3 pairs. Okay, let's match the cards, the picture cards. Oh, what is this a picture of? The butterfly. Which wing was that? The one on the bottom? The hind wing. You know this part? The head. Do you remember what these are called? Antennae. The wings. Proboscis. The proboscis. Ooh, do you remember this part? The thorax. The legs. These are the eyes, but what is special about their eyes? What is it called? Compound eye. Thousands of lenses that help the butterfly to see. Do you remember the name of this wing? The forewing. The wing veins. This is the abdomen. This one's tricky. Spiracles. Help the butterfly to breathe. Now we'll do the labels. We'll sound them out together. Here's a blend. Spiracles. That's a tricky one. Spiracles. Wing. Wing. Veins. Wing veins. For wing. The top wing. Abdomen. Abdomen. Hind wing. Hind wing. The bottom wing. Head. Head. Butterfly. Butterfly. Wings. Hard one. Let's see. Proboscis. Proboscis. Antennae. Compound eye. Thorax. Thorax. Oh, I put this one on the wrong spot. That's okay. We all make mistakes. Thorax. Here we go. Legs. And that's how you do the parts of a butterfly. I've included the paper if you would like to color and label the parts of a butterfly and make your own booklet. Next time you see a butterfly outside, remember, don't touch, just look. And if you're really, really quiet and you're moving very slowly, you might get close enough to see all of the parts of a butterfly. Have fun. Thanks, friends. Bye-bye.